whose birthday is on April 28th. We're talking about your strength and your weakness. All right, let's get to it. So your health. Generally, those born on April 28th are possessed of a robust constitution, may nonetheless be vulnerable to heart problems, a high blood pressure, or glandular imbalances, particularly of the thyroid in the thyroid. Okay, so you guys watch your heart and high blood pressure. The whole trick for April 28 people is to keep their energy flowing. Avoid both blockages and flare ups of suppressed emotions. Overeating may be a real danger because of a love for a wide variety of foods. The eating habits of April 28 people must be structured and disciplined to avoid major physical problems. The physicality of this day should be directed towards competitive sports of all kinds. All right. Okay, April the 28th people are capable of using their physical, emotional, psychological presence in imposing, if not intimidating way. Among the most determined people of the whole year, they will not give up once they have embarked on a project or a course of action against all odds, seemingly contrary to their best interests and that of their closest to them. They will hold out no matter how persuasive or commanding their opponents may be. The drive to manifest their position is powerful, and what they stand for not easily forsaken. Okay, I know that's right. Yeah, because April 28 people are good negotiators and politics in their daily lives. They often give the impression of being reasonable, even tactful. Though they appear accommodating, however, those who deal with them eventually discover there is in fact only one possible compromise: acceptance. That which is desired by the April 20th person, promises will be made, then later be reinterpreted, bent, or even broken. The ability of April 20th people to wait is almost inexhaustible. In fact, it is usually their opponents who wind up exhausted. April 28 people tend to their personal appearance and dress with great care. They realize instinctively that a first impression is often the most lasting one. Consequently, they will avoid losing the opening gamut of any life situation. If mothers, they place their stamp squarely on the home, structuring the day life of the family with respect to meals, hours, chores, and personal cleanliness. If fathers, they will lay down the law and fully expect to be obeyed. Life can be very difficult for everyone concerned if one or all their children are more changeable, flexible types who resent such unyielding attitudes. More highly evolved April 28 people make superb friends, lovers, parents because of their steadfastness in adversity and their utter dependability. They do well in positions of authority because they stay in tune with the feelings of their subordinates. Instead of ruling through fear, they guide and lead with vigorous, self-confident insight. Those avoiding catastrophe, less highly evolved April 28 people manifest negative results over and over again through their stubbornness and intractability. Okay? It's important for April 25th people to take themselves less seriously. They must be aware of arousing, antagonizing in others by acting in a superior manner. Fighting battles for the disadvantaged and downtrodden can prove for far more rewarding. Finally, those born on this day must learn to let go once their children, friends, or associates are capable of doing without their support. Learning not to be needed, to not always be in demand, is important if April 28 people want to develop the philosophy objectively needed to occasionally rest and observe life's passing scene. Numbers and planets for April 28th Tauruses. Those born on the 28th of the month are ruled by the number 1. And by the sun, those ruled by the number 1 are typically individual or a definite viewpoint and eager to rise to the top. Because, as mentioned earlier, April 28 people tend to be dominant types. They must be aware of being overcome by their power drives. The sun carries in its symbolism strong creative energy and fire, which should be directed steadily in the positive effects of Venus, ruler of Taurus, rather than allowed to be spraggly flared up of control. So, yeah, you don't hear nobody talk about that. Venus, the ruler of Taurus. Okay. So your advice, April the 28th, is try to take yourself less seriously. Cultivate a greater capacity to have fun and be lighthearted. Think very carefully about the effect that your ideas and manner have on those around you. Above all, strive to recognize the feelings of others and remain sensitive to their needs, okay? Your strength is steadfast, dependable, and you're solid. Your weakness is inflexible, domineering, and you're insensitive when you're in your weakness. This is a less involved April 28th Taurus. It is impossible that the earth turns. Is it possible that the earth turns, the stars dance, the comets sing, not because of the I can't even get it. Uh I can't even get it right now. It says Einstein laws, but because of the power of love. I know what I'm trying to say. But it says try not to take yourself less seriously. Cultivate greater capacity to have fun and be lighter hearted. Okay, you guys, good luck to you. And that's it for strength and weaknesses. This is for Tauruses, April the 28th. Let me go get me something to drink. My mouth is dry. Have a good one.